Well, there was a storm. There was a storm about 300 miles away and didn't have any internet. But it decided it wants to kick back on now. Went outside, watered some of the plants. The mosquito plant is dying. I think it wasn't getting enough water or it was getting too much sun. The leaves were all shriveled up. Put some sauerkraut in my noodles. Yo, I can't see. There's my melon. You can see a honeydew melon. Little baby one right there. It's a lot of work if you want to plant those because you gotta space them apart. I ain't even tried. In Spain, it's getting so hot, like the weather patterns change, and they're changing more with the changes in the sun and human activity. But over there in Spain, they had to switch from growing like that, where it's in the middle of the sun, to planting trees right by their like olive trees, whatever they're growing, so they can have some shade. Because without the shade, they're cooking. They're getting too hot, and I guess the leaves turn yellow like that, and the plants die. That's why, like, certain plants, they look like they're adapted to hot weather, like the palm trees. But what I'm saying is, if you can make like a row of trees, they grow fast, really fast. So in like a year or two, there'll be lots of shade. Lots of shade, and then so that's what the Spanish are doing, or having to do. I walked the dog a minute ago. The dog don't even want to come out because it's so hot. And it ain't even really that hot yet. It'll get hotter than this. I mean, it just sucks. It just sucks. Especially when you're covered in hair. Sometimes I'll be thinking I need to give the dude a haircut. The wind is blowing in the mic. They got these windbreaker microphones. I want one. All right, it's almost full. Yeah, Dasher don't want to come out and play because he already did and he got hot and I gave him a stick. Because the animals in the daytime, they're not active during the day. They rest during the day in the shade when it's too hot. When it's hot, it's just natural to be in the shade. And then they're like half nocturnal. That's why they can see in the dark so good. They can see in the dark. That's called nocturnal. All right, that was good. A little bit more. There ain't enough dirt in that. See how it's all shriveled up? Dehydration. Dehydration. Look at my baby melon. Look at my baby melon. You see that melon? It's barely hanging on because I moved the plant. So I put this stump right there. Hopefully it'll hold it. Maybe it'll grow tonight and it'll get bigger. But yep, that's my pride and joy for today. That's my melon. Yeah, feels good, feels real good. Beautiful melon. Man, this screen is dirty. I'm sweating. I'm ready to get out there. I'm ready to mastermind. I need a woman know how to make that money online. You know, you're supposed to go inside. You're supposed to mastermind. Oh boy.
Gases like methane in the ground. All that gas was formed from long buried organic matter, dead animals, and plant life that have been on ice for thousands of years.
That'll make you sweat. Hey, they say most of North America is hot this month. They're getting in the 90s and stuff over there. Ain't that interesting? Ain't that interesting? They're getting hotter up there.
You said you've listened to whistleblowers. Have you directly spoken to any whistleblowers? I have not directly spoken. Runaway greenhouse effect.
Every year, and his team drill deep into the ground to analyze changes in the process.
Yep. They never had any air conditioners because it doesn't get that hot in the summertime, and now they're worried some people don't have air conditioners, and it gets hotter up there in the north now. But yeah. Yo, what up, Franklin? Hello, Franklin. 2051. How y'all like all them videos that's talking about how Gen Z is all the problems with the new generation? They're struggling. They're struggling to buy a house and all this stuff because the housing bubble started in the 70s and it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then especially when corporate, okay, so like the big companies, they started getting into it, and then the hedge funds and all that, and it's like, why are they investing in houses? Like, it's a monopoly tool. It's a monopoly tool, you know? So build more houses. They need to build more houses, I guess. Build more apartments. And I'm like over here in a trailer house, you know, and got that dude with the Boxable company, and they're all hyping that up. Boxable house, like little houses that are basically like motel rooms.
Running a just culture. With that respect, just culture, the environment.
I mean, the good thing about this trailer is it's got 2 bathrooms, and one bedroom is at one end and another bedroom is at the other end, and there's a bedroom in the middle. But in those little Boxable houses that they're making, these little foldable houses, and they got a lot of hype, but they haven't really sold a lot. Looks like the bedrooms are close together, or it's just one bedroom. But yeah, you know, like they talk about trailer parks and stuff. You know, you get the trailers, and that's a good way to make money. But one time I moved out to go live with my girlfriend, and she was staying with her girlfriend and one of my old friends, because they was dating each other, but it was like too many people, like 4 people in a little cottage. See, like one time I went to go stay in a little cottage park. It was like cottages, and these cottages, they're like they're not very wide, and
the future of our company.
they're small, and
It's been that way.
it's really only enough room for a couple, like two people,
What we have been responding to.
like
Safety.
one person.
That is what we talk about.
But yeah, so that didn't last very long.
There's another article. One of the reasons we need a free press. You guys have a completely unbiased free press.
Then we moved into an apartment. But what I'm saying is they got these little cottages. Cottages are like the original, you know, it's like a shack.
Before this hearing, spoke to the very real problem, the difficulty you are having in finding. Well, first of all, your workforce, manufacturing workforce is aging. You know, throwing COVID on there, early retirements, that type of thing, you lost a lot of experience. And in the past, it sounds like Boeing was able to tap into a workforce that had experience in the aerospace industry. And you don't have that luxury anymore. I'm not exactly sure when that changed. I know coming from manufacturing myself, it's been difficult to hire people in manufacturing operations because let's face it, we tell our kids, you gotta get a 4-year degree and you want to be in management. So we don't encourage people to go to manufacturing. But can you speak to that issue? Maybe Mr. McKenzie can speak to that issue in terms of just your challenges in hiring people in a manufacturing setting.
Boeing.
High quality, high demand for aerospace industry. Senator Johnson and I appreciate the question. The post-COVID moment in the aerospace industry has been
Yeah, it got hot pretty fast.
difficult.
So
We have 10,000 suppliers. We put almost 2.5 million parts into the 70s.
it ain't long in the summertime. Can't even walk around before you're covered in sweat.
Has resources, even though it's restrained. We were able to keep more than most, but like you said, we turned over a lot of people. And yes, a lot of experience. Our supply chain experienced enormous change. So as we try to respond to unbelievable demand for airplanes out there, we have a supply constraint that is very real and it is not resolved today. And I think one of the most important things we can do, we've done it in a few large instances, but now we have to train ourselves to do it at small instances, meaning every employee. Parts not there on time, parts non-conforming, we will stop the line. This so often is relates to the untrained workforce. It's all about Senator Haslund.
sweet cherry pie.
For holding this hearing. To the families and loved ones of people we have lost to Boeing safety failures, our condolences and thank you for continuing to advocate for your loved ones and for airline safety generally, and the safety of the public. Mr. Calhoun, it seems like every other day news breaks of a new off-market concern with aircraft. Just the last week, there has been one
Man, I want to go outside and play. I feel like a little kid sometimes. When I was little, I used to go outside and play. Used to have a 4-wheeler or 3-wheeler motorcycle. Now I got 2 trucks. And I don't even want to drive around because it sucks so much gas. It was a lot funner when I was a kid riding around on 4-wheelers and 3-wheelers and, you know, like, but, you know, sometimes you live on good land, sometimes you don't. Because when I was a kid, I lived on good land and didn't have to worry about asking permission between, you know, people that share the land. It's like they lease it. There's money involved, so there's like multiple layers. But when I was growing on a farm, when it's just like one boss man and he owns all his land, it's his daddy's land,
him and his brother, you know, it's like I didn't have to ask permission to go ride anywhere. I was riding wherever I wanted to. That's how much land he had. I was riding around on like 100 acres. Well, 200 acres. But yeah, you grow up and the world starts feeling smaller. It's like you're having to worry about, well, whose property is that? Whose property is this? Private property. Oh, there's restrictions. I mean, living out in the country is a lot different than living in the city. Let me go wet my hair real quick. I know I need to shave. I don't feel like shaving right now.